The polar climate is windy, snowy weather. Okay, that is its typical weather conditions. The average temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. How did I want to write that? Which for us, Celsius isn't how we use it. So just to put in perspective, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Now you're maybe thinking, well, 50 degrees isn't that cold, right? We get it at 50 degrees when it's winter, okay? But that's its average, right? So since its average is cold, when it gets really cold, it gets really cold, okay? The tilt of the earth makes it so that the sun shines for long periods during summer and short periods in winter, okay? So what that means is in the summer, they get really long days. In the winter, they get really short days, okay? The sun's not out for very long in the winter.
Miss Margaret? You were kind of cutting out. Did you say it again? Because you're cutting.
Try keeping your camera on, Trisha. I can say it again. So I'll say it as I'm writing. So the tilt of Earth makes it so that sun shines longer in summer and short in winter. Okay, they get lots of daylight in the summer, not a lot of daylight in the winter. Okay, some other things with that. So because of that, I'm gonna add this here. The summer, they don't get hot. Even though there's a lot of sun, it doesn't get hot because the sun's location in the sky is lower, okay? There's that. And then the winters do not get warm because the sun's not out for very long, right? Because the sun does not stay in the sky. Okay, so that's why, okay? Up a little bit. Now, because I'm not making this writing mandatory, okay, I am gonna keep going and I will post a picture on our slides, and if you wanna fill this in during independent work today, you can. Trisha, did you have another question or was that from before?
That was from before, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it was from before.
Perfect. Okay. I know that was a lot of information. I'm gonna get to the more fun part, don't worry. Okay. I'm gonna actually go this way. So I'm gonna go on this side over here. And we're gonna see where this climate occurs. So where does this happen? This kind of goes back to this, right? Where can you find this climate? It's near the North and South poles, like I said, right? Where those arrows are pointing. Okay, near the North and South poles, and it is within the Arctic and the Antarctic zone. Here we go. Within the Arctic and the Antarctic zone. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is the precipitation. Somebody remind me with a hand, what does precipitation mean? If I'm going to talk about the precipitation, what do you think I'm going to talk about? Oh, good. Raphael told me in there, the rain, right? So the polar climate is very dry. Right? Which seems kind of weird because you're thinking it gets a lot of snow, right? But it's more so that it gets the snow, doesn't get a lot of it, but it doesn't get warm enough to really ever melt it. Okay? So it gets between 4 to 10, what is it, inches? 4 to 10 rain yearly. Okay? Correct, dry but not hot. And the precipitation they get comes as rain and snow. Okay? A little bit more. Okay. 2 more things. These are the ones I think you're going to find a little bit more interesting. Okay, get to the fun part. Plants. How's it labeled in yours? Plants and animals. All right. Plants and animals, okay? So due to the lack of rain and permafrost, so we learned that word, we watched that video, permafrost is permanently frozen soil. Frozen soil, okay? There is not much vegetation, which is kind of a fancy word for plants, in the polar regions. Okay, so there's some, but not much. So the ones you will find. You'll find small plants with shallow roots. So small plants with shallow roots, such as, so here are the names. We've got Arctic willow, Arctic poppies, cotton grass, and Arctic moss. What did I miss? And cotton grass. I know this is a lot, guys, so remember, you don't have to be writing all this. Okay. And I think I want to do this. I'm running out of room here, so we're going to see if we can make it fit. Okay. So there's our plants. Now our animals, there's two characteristics or two types of animals that you will find, okay? So okay, so animals usually have thick, sturdy bodies. Or small, compact bodies. Okay. So for example, some animals that have thick, sturdy bodies. You've got musk, oxen, caribou, and polar bears, right? Big, bulky animals. Or small, little compact ones, okay? Lemmings, Arctic hares, those are the main ones, okay? Those are our plants and animals. Finally, one more section and then we'll be done. You guys are hanging in there. Missing my last color. Hold on. Okay. That's okay. If you guys can't fit it, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I barely fit mine too, so don't worry. All right, last thing we've got are interesting facts. And I think on your guys's it also says, oh no, just interesting facts. Perfect. Okay. So very few people live in the polar regions. I don't really blame them. It's really cold. There's no plants, no trees, no nothing. Not a good place to live. They also get some extreme weather. Okay, extreme weather that you get in the polar climate. You've got blizzards. You've got cyclones. And you've got Arctic hurricanes.
My hands hurt from all that writing.
It was a lot. That's why I made it optional.
Sunrise.
Yes.
I am writing it on a Google Doc.
Perfect. That works for you. All right. I'm going to keep this up for 1 more minute. And like I said, I'm going to post a picture for you guys to look at.
Wait, what are we doing for writing? Are we just gonna finish our giraffe?
Yep.
Wait, what did you say?
I only got like a couple words on my draft.
Don't worry about it. We're not talking about writing quite yet. Okay. Like I said, if you didn't get it, that's okay. Don't worry about it.